Hey guys, so I hope you're all doing well. I haven't done a video in a while, but I'm super excited to be doing one for you today. And today I'm going to do a spring inspired makeup look. I think we're going to do something really fun and bright, perfect for the beginning of spring and Easter coming up. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Alright, like usual, I'm going to just start off with a primer. This one is the L'Oreal Lumiere Magique, just to really give my face a glowy look. You probably have seen this in a million videos, so you know what it's all about. I'm just going to take 2 shades of this foundation and mix it together to get the perfect color match for my skin. And to buff that onto my skin, I'm just going to take my BH Cosmetics 113 brush, which is basically just like a round top face brush, and I'm just going to blend those 2 shades together and then I will apply it onto my face. I am still pretty pale, but I have gotten a little bit of sun because I pulled up all the weeds the other day and I made my gardens look a little bit better for springtime. And then I've also been going to the park occasionally with family members just to get out and get some sunshine. So I'm getting a little bit of sun, but I still feel like I look pretty pale because I spend most of my time inside, to be truthful. And then I'm going to go in with the concealer just to apply on certain areas where I do have some acne marks and some extra redness peeking through, just because I do want to keep my face quite natural looking, but I do want to cover up those imperfections since I will be using color on my eyelids. And I'm just dabbing that concealer on, like I said, just anywhere I need a little bit of extra coverage, which is mainly in my chin and my jawline. I will come back and I will apply a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes, but for now I'm going to move on and do my brows, and then I'll do my eyes so that if there is any fallout I can just apply the concealer afterwards and not mess up my concealer. So I'm just applying this brow product because it's quick and easy. You guys have seen me use this in several videos if you guys have watched my channel before. I kind of like the contrast of dark eyebrows and light roots. What do you guys think? And plus, once the makeup is fully done, it will look a million times better. Just because I want to make sure that the colors all go down nicely. Sometimes when you use vibrant, fun colors, they can go on a bit patchy, especially depending on the brand. So I'm just using my Urban Decay Primer Potion as a base, and I'm just popping this down and patting it into that eyelid area. Just to make sure that the eyeshadows go down nicely, I'm going to use this yellow toned powder and place it down on my eyes. I was going to use a skin toned eyeshadow, but unfortunately I can't find where I put it. So I'm just going to use this yellow powder for now, and I'm just going to use it on a flat brush, and I'm just going to pat this all over my eyelid. I'm quickly just going to take this bronzer tone shade and apply this into my crease so that there's a nice transition for the other shades on top of it, and just to give a little bit of definition into my crease area. And this will just help all the other shades transition on there a lot nicer and smoother. Now moving on, I'm going to use the Stila In the Garden palette, which is just a green toned palette that looks like this. And I'm just going to go in with that really gorgeous purple tone shade. You can use any purple tone shade from any palette, but this one is kind of like a blue toned purple. So it's called Freesia, and I'm just going to take the same flat brush and I'm going to pop this in my outer corner of my eye. And just really pack that on. And then I'm going to go in with the BH Cosmetics 122, and I'm just going to really buff this out. I'm going to start blending it in towards the inner corner, but I'm not going to go too far in, and I'm just really going to blend out that shadow. So just take your time and blend back and forth. going to go in with a different palette now. Like I said, you can just use single shadows or you can use whatever you have in your collection. I'm going to use this palette, which is the Glam Kit palette by Hard Candy. And I'm just going to take one of these really fun, vibrant shades. And I'm going to use this light blue right there, which is kind of like a sky blue or like a robin egg blue. I'm just going to go in with that same flat brush. These are really powdery, these eyeshadows, so just be aware of that if you do have this palette. And I'm just going to pop this in the very center of my eyelid. And actually, since I lost quite a bit of the purple, I'm just going to pat that brush in there and I'm going to blend it into the crease a little bit more just to intensify that purple a little bit in the crease area. I want to take this kind of a lilac lavender tone shade and place it in my inner corner. And now it's time for concealer underneath my eyes, and then I will apply a little bit of eyeshadow underneath my eyes. My camera just died, so I applied mascara to my top lashes. Now I'm going to go back into this palette and just set my concealer. I'm going to use yellow powder and I'm going to use this brush, which is the Real Techniques setting brush. And I actually do need to set the rest of my foundation, but I think today I'm just going to apply it in the very center of my face and on my nose and on my chin and above my lip, just to set those areas. And I'm not going to powder the rest of my face, so on the rest of my forehead and on my cheeks, just because I feel like my skin isn't too oily today. And what I'm going to do next is also use this Real Techniques brush, which is the sculpting brush, and I'm going to go back into that palette again, and I'm just going to use the bronzer shade. I'm just going to pat a little bit of that bronzer onto the brush and swirl this onto my cheeks. This bronzer is actually very subtle. It would be nice if you are quite fair. Put it down the sides of my nose just to warm it up a little bit, and underneath my chin as well. Just using this blush from the same palette, I'm just going to just a little bit onto my cheeks and then swirl it out with the bronzer just to make sure that it looks fairly natural. And then I'm going to go into this palette, and I'm just going to take the bright purple from this palette, which is the Steal It in the Moment, and the purple is called Glance. It's quite similar to the other purple that we used earlier, but less blue toned and pretty much straight up purple. So I'm just going to put this on the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place this on my inner corner of my eye. Two more things left to do. One is apply a mascara on my bottom lashes, just because I think it frames my eyes a little bit better when I have mascara on the bottom. And then just an old classic Rimmel Airy Fairy, and then I'll be done. I was going to be finished, but I do think this look needs a highlight, so I'm going to take this. I think it will be super duper pigmented, but quite pretty. I'm going to use it with this fan brush, and I'm just going to dust it on my cheekbones. I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Have a great day and stay safe. Bye!